Ever wondered how you can turn your photography skills into an income source? In a world that's rapidly digitalizing, visual content is king. And guess what? Your knack for capturing that perfect shot can translate into a cash flow. Welcome to the realm of stock photography, a marketplace of images where your creativity can earn you a pretty penny. It's not just an art, but a business opportunity. Stay tuned as we unravel the process of making money with stock photography. Before we dive into the process, it's essential to understand what stock photography is. Stock photography is the supply of photographs licensed for specific uses. It's a repository where photographers sell their images to buyers seeking ready-to-use images, eliminating the need for a customized photo shoot. There are different types of stock photography, including but not limited to editorial, commercial, and creative stock. Editorial stock photos are real-life images capturing news, sports, or events. Commercial stock images are used for promotional purposes like product packaging, brochures, and advertising. Creative stock, on the other hand, is used for creative or artistic purposes, often in design or decor. Stock photography is used across various industries, from advertising to journalism, web design to book publishing, and even in educational materials. It's a vital tool in visual communication, providing quality imagery that helps convey messages and tell stories. Now that we know what stock photography is, let's explore how you can sell your photos. The first step in making money with stock photography is mastering your craft. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means honing your skills as a photographer. This includes not only understanding your camera and its capabilities, but also developing an eye for what makes a good photograph. A good photograph, particularly in the world of stock photography, needs to be unique and of high quality. Remember, the photos you're selling will be used by businesses, advertisers, and media outlets all over the world. They need to be crisp, clear, and professional. Now let's talk about lighting. Lighting can make or break a photo. It's what gives your images depth and dimension. Understanding how to manipulate natural and artificial light to your advantage is an essential skill for any photographer. Next, we have composition. This is all about how the elements in your photo are arranged. A well-composed photo is balanced, it directs the viewer's eye, and it tells a story. Mastering composition requires practice, so don't be afraid to experiment and learn from your mistakes. Finally, there's editing. This is where you can really make your photo shine. With the right editing tools, you can correct imperfections, enhance colors, and bring your vision to life. But remember, less is often more when it comes to editing. All these elements come together to create unique and high-quality images. So take the time to learn, practice, and refine your skills. Once you've mastered your craft, it's time to choose the right stock photography website. The second step is choosing the right platform to sell your photos. Now, you may be wondering, with a multitude of stock photography websites available, how do you zero in on the one that best suits you? Well, let's dive into that. These platforms vary greatly, each with its unique benefits and drawbacks. Some are geared towards professionals with a large portfolio, while others are more beginner-friendly, catering to those who are just dipping their toes into the world of stock photography. Let's start with the big players in the field. Getty Images and Shutterstock are among the titans of the stock photography world. They offer a vast customer base and a robust platform, but they also have stringent acceptance criteria and take a significant cut of your earnings. On the other end of the spectrum, you have websites like iStock and Adobe Stock. They are more accessible to newcomers, with a less rigorous selection process. However, their pay rates are typically lower, and your photos might get lost in the crowd due to the high volume of submissions. Then we have niche platforms such as Alamy and 500px. These sites target specific audiences, which can be advantageous if your work fits their niche. For instance, if you specialize in travel or nature photography, these platforms might be ideal for you. So, how do you make the right choice? It boils down to balancing three key factors: your skill level, the potential earnings, and the degree of competition on each platform. Consider your proficiency in photography. If you're confident about the quality of your work, you might want to aim for the larger platforms. If you're a beginner, starting with more accessible websites could be a good stepping stone. Then, weigh the potential earnings against the competition. While it's tempting to go for the highest paying platforms, remember that they often come with stiffer competition. Lastly, don't forget that you can always diversify. There's no rule saying you can only use one platform. Experiment, see what works best for you, and adjust your strategy accordingly. After choosing the right platform, the next step is preparing your photos for submission. The third step is preparing your photos for submission. Now you've captured some stellar shots and chosen the right platform to showcase your work. What's next? It's time to get those photos primed and ready for submission. This step is crucial, as it can make or break the success of your image in the stock photography market. Let's start with editing. The goal here is to enhance your photo, not to alter it drastically. Use editing software to adjust exposure, contrast, and color balance. Remember, subtlety is key. Over-edited photos can look artificial and may not be accepted by stock photography websites. Next, you need to resize your photos. Most stock sites have specific size requirements that you'll need to meet. Typically, they prefer high-resolution images, but it's always best to check the guidelines of your chosen platform. Now, on to keywording. This may seem like a small detail, but it's actually of great importance. Keywords help potential buyers find your photos. Think about what's in your image and how someone might search for it. Use relevant and specific keywords. For example, if you've got a picture of a sunset on a beach, your keywords might include sunset, beach, ocean, sky, nature, tranquil, and so on. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, you need to understand and adhere to the submission guidelines of your chosen platform. Each site has its own set of rules about what is and isn't acceptable. These can range from technical requirements like image size and format to content restrictions. Disregarding these guidelines can result in your photos being rejected, so take the time to familiarize yourself with them. And there you have it. Your photos are now edited, resized, keyworded, and ready to go. This process might seem tedious, but it's an essential part of turning your photography skills into income. Once your photos are ready, it's time to submit them and start earning. The final step is submitting your photos and starting to earn money. Now that you've mastered your craft, chosen the right platform, and prepared your photos, it's time to put your work out there. First things first, you need to upload your photos. Most stock photography websites have a simple, straightforward upload process. Just follow the prompts, and before you know it, your photos will be live for the world to see. Next, you need to set your prices. This can be a little tricky, especially if you're just starting out. Consider the quality, uniqueness, and potential usage of your photos when setting a price. You don't want to undersell your work, but at the same time, you don't want to price yourself out of the market. Managing your portfolio is also essential. Keep it updated, ensure it's a true reflection of your skills and style, and remember to remove any photos that aren't selling well. To increase visibility and sales, make sure your photos are tagged with relevant keywords. This will help potential buyers find your work. Also, consider participating in contests and challenges that many platforms offer. This can give you exposure and boost your sales. And the most important tip of all, stay patient and persistent. It might take some time before you start seeing significant income, but with determination and hard work, you can turn your passion for photography into a profitable venture. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to making money with stock photography. Let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. We embarked on a journey to turn your passion for photography into a lucrative income stream. We began by breaking down what photography is, explaining how your photos can be leveraged by businesses, bloggers, and advertisers to bring their content to life. We then delved into the importance of mastering your craft. High-quality, unique images are the bread and butter of the stock photography world, and developing your skills is the first step toward success. We talked about different techniques to improve your photography, from understanding lighting and composition to different genres and styles. Next, we navigated the sea of stock photography websites, highlighting the importance of choosing the right platform for your work. We discussed factors like commission rates, exposure, and user interface, all crucial for your success in the field. We also walked through the process of preparing your photos for submission. We emphasized the importance of post-processing, keywording, and understanding each platform's submission guidelines. Remember, a well-prepared photo is more likely to get accepted and bought. Finally, we discussed the submission process and the excitement of starting to earn from your photos. We stressed the importance of perseverance, as rejections are of the process, and consistency in uploading new and interesting photos to keep your portfolio fresh. Remember, the key to success in stock photography is consistency, patience, and creativity. So get out there, start shooting, and start earning. And before you set out on your adventure, don't forget to smash that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on making money and more. Your support helps us produce more content like this. Go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and let's excel together in this amazing world of opportunities.